Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Naima Amilin. So today I will present about chapter 4, the measuring the success of strategic initiative. So in this chapter, I know that how does a company decide if an info system helps the business successful? There are a few tools. Firstly is the key performance indicator. It measures that are tied to business drivers, measured are detailed measures that KPI, for example, is like improved graduation rate, for college KPI to measure CSF can include, for example, it's like the average grades by course, student drop rates by gender, average graduation rate by gender, and time spent in tutoring by gender. Next is the efficiency IT metric. It measures the performance of the IT system itself, including throughput, speed, and availability. It focuses on the extent to which an organization is using its resources in an optimal way. For example, it's like doing things right. That is the effectiveness IT metric. It measures the impact IT has on business process and activities including customer satisfaction, conversion rates, and sell-through increases. It focuses on how well an organization is achieving and its goal and objectives is doing the right things. And regardless of what is measured, how is it measured, and whether it is for the sake of efficiency, for effectiveness, they use like the benchmarks, which is the baseline values the system seeks to attain. Benchmarking is the process of continuously measuring system result, comparing those results to optimal system performance. Next is the efficiency IT metrics. For efficiency IT metrics, there are six, which are: throughput is the amount of information that can travel through a system at any point in time. Second is the speed. It's about the amount of time a system takes to perform a transaction. Third is the availability, the number of hours a system is available for users. Accuracy, the extent to which a system generates correct result when executing the same transaction numerous times. Fifth, the response time, how the time takes to respond to user interaction such as the mouse click. Lastly is the web traffic. It includes a host of benchmarks such as the number of page views, the number of unique visitors, and the average time spent viewing a web page. Next is the effectiveness IT metrics. There are four, which are usability, the ease with which people perform transaction or information. Next is the customer satisfaction. It can be measured by such benchmark as satisfaction surveys, percentage of existing customer retained. Third is the conversion rates, the number of customers an organization touches for the first time and persuade to purchase its product or services. Final is the financial, such as the return on investment, cost benefit analysis, and break even analysis. Next is the metrics for measuring and managing strategic initiative. First is the website metrics. It can measure and manage the initiative. Second, SEM, then CRM, relationship, then the process, BPR, then the resource planning, which is ERP. So this is for website metrics. There are 8 of it, and the first one is abandoned registration is the number of visitors who start the process on completing a registration page, but then they abandon the activity. Next is the abandoned shopping carts, number of visitors who create a shopping cart and start shopping, but they abandon the activity before paying for the merchandise. Third is the click-through, a count of the number of people who visit a site and they click on the advertisement and are taken to the site of the advertiser. Fourth is the conversion rate. It is the percentage of potential customers who visit a site and actually buy something. Fifth is the cost per thousand. Sales dollars generated per dollar of advertising. Six is the page exposures. average number of page exposures to an individual visitors. 7 is the total hits, the number of visits to a website, many of which may be by the same visitor. And lastly is the unique visitors, which is the number of unique visitors to site in a given time. Next is the supply chain management metrics. There are 5. The first one is a back order, which is an unfilled customer order. Second is the customer order promise cycle time, which the anticipated or agreed upon cycle time of a purchase order. Third is the customer order actual cycle time, the average time it takes to actually fill a customer's purchase order. Fourth is the inventory replenishment cycle time. It measures of the manufacturing cycle time plus the time included to deploy the product to the appropriate distribution center. And lastly is the inventory turns, which is also called as inventory turnover. It is the number of times that a company's inventory cycles or turns over per year. Next is the sales metric. Uh, for sales metric, there are a lot, but some of it is number of prospective customers, number of new customers, retained customers, and open leads. Next is the service metrics. Cases closed same day, number of cases handled by agent, number of service calls, average number of service requests by type, and lastly is the marketing metrics. It is the number of marketing campaign, new customer retention rates, number of responses by marketing campaign, and the last one is the number of purchase by marketing campaigned. So that is all for chapter 4. Thank you.